Hello everyone, I'm Braun Mithra. Welcome back. It's possibly the settlement phase? We will see. We have to make a roll and then we'll see what happens. But as of right now, it is the settlement phase. So first things first from last episode. I remembered to add insanity from the skull. I don't know, my skull says it only adds 1 insanity. I know someone said it adds 3, but you can see here, plus 1 insanity for a skull. I know when you find it off the corpse, you get 3 insanity and a skull, so maybe that's what you meant, but either way, I don't know. It was only 1 insanity, so that's what I added. Also, yep. Screaming Antelope level 1, again, did not provide what we needed. We only got 1 belt and 1 basic resource hide, which again, not enough. Gotta innovate with the 1 pelt, or gotta innovate with the hide. So, just left again with the 1 pelt, couldn't get 2. Yet again, couldn't create anything from Screaming Antelope. It looks like this, we're not gonna be able to do it again. So, yeah, we're gonna go to level 2. I thought maybe I wouldn't have to do level 2s. Level 2s take a while. Hopefully it won't. I mean, lightning's really strong. Probably going to have a bow master and everything. Which reminds me, Tyson did age up, so we'll have to add age for Tyson. But we will do a level 2 antelope. And hopefully that will be enough to finish this final piece, or final two pieces for this gear set. Hopefully that will do. So that is the plan. I know I should make a graphic for the settlement phases. What is the actual plan? So I'll just lay it out now. Maybe I'll have time to make graphics, or I'll figure out a good way of doing it. But the plan really is to just finish that antelope thing. I wanted to have an antelope set before fighting Slenderman, but that's not going to happen. So now the plan is just to finish it. So once we fight another antelope, once we can hopefully finish it, then that's it. And then the plan is to go to get Black Sword from Gorm and then fight Sunstalkers. That's the plan for the rest of the whole season. And then make it to the Watcher, year 20. So we're almost halfway through, because the Watcher would take place in episode 40. This is episode 18. So we're almost halfway through. Matter of fact, after we fight Slenderman, this episode or next, whenever it is we fight Slenderman, after that it will be like episode 19 or 20. So that will be halfway through. So, with that said, let's go ahead and there was one more comment. So, there was a mistake last episode. Twofold mistake that I made. First being, a bow is cumbersome, right? Not all bows are cumbersome, but the bow I'm using is cumbersome. The White Lion bow is cumbersome. And I surged with it, which you can't do because cumbersome, you can't surge to activate a cumbersome bow in the manner that I did it, right? It would cost you 2 survival to do it. And you can't, and you have to do it a very specific way to surge with a cumbersome weapon. You need to start your act, do move, then surge, then spend both that at the same exact. So you start your turn, you gain your movement, and then you surge. Now you have a movement and an action. You spend both immediately to activate the cumbersome weapon. Then the other half, then after the survival break, then you have your action still remaining. You then dash to gain another movement, and then you spend both of those again to activate a cumbersome weapon. So you can shoot twice with a cumbersome weapon. It just, last episode I did it wrong, right? I just surged, which you're not supposed to do. It would cost you 2 survival. The other thing, Tyson's immortal. He can't spend survival anyway. So what I should have done, the reason why I surged was because I wanted to activate the trap, and I rolled 1 hit. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll just do this hit, because the trap was 2 cards away. So I rolled twice with him. I missed. I got 1 hit, and I was just like, oh, well, you know what? I'll just do this hit now, and then I'll shoot again. And then I'll activate the trap. But what I should have actually done was re-rolled the miss to activate the trap, because that's the whole reason why I wanted to shoot with him anyway. So that was the mistake. Could have just been avoided by me re-rolling. I didn't need to surge because I can't. And 2, he's immortal. So it was a huge mistake all around, that one. But it doesn't really break anything. So the antelope would have had 1 extra wound because I wouldn't have been able to wound, but I would have just re-rolled and activated the trap, because that's all I really wanted to do. It was just my thought process was interrupted when I saw, oh, luckily enough, I know the trap's 2 cards away. Luckily, I only rolled 1 hit, so I'll just take this hit and then do it. But that's a mistake. I can't do that. So that happened last episode. I can't really fix it. I mean, it ended with what I could have just surged with lightning to end it, and she probably would have done 3 more damage. So the 1 wound adding to the antelope's not much of a deal. It's just an unfortunate mistake that I can't really correct. So, with that said, we will go into what I hope is a settlement phase. All right. All right, settlement phase proper now. Let's actually, we're going to age up Tyson right away, because he should have done that anyway. So Tyson is age 2 now, so we'll just quickly do the age 2 roll with Tyson. Let me get the 2 dice. We'll start off with this. 8. Age 2 with an 8 is gain 1 permanent strength. Okay, that's what we will do. He'll go ahead, gain 1 permanent strength. So there we go, 1 permanent strength for Tyson. Now, we do Gorm Climate first. So, again, I'm not really going to read Gorm Climate all around. We're just going to roll on it and see what happens. So, here we go. Rolling for the Gorm Climate now. 5. So is this the Hovel one? So, yes, we do have Hovel. Survivors huddle inside as Razor wins, but +2, what is it? +2 to home endeavors, right? Is that what it says? +2 to home endeavors. I don't think we're going to be doing any home endeavors. I don't think intimacy is a home endeavor. All right. So +2 to home endeavors. Okay. Now I have to reshuffle in to draw an actual settlement event. And then we have to trigger Forgotten Fear. So Forgotten Fear could trigger a special nemesis. I don't want it to. Mostly because special showdowns, I just don't like special showdowns. I think they're just a bad mechanic in general. A special showdown mechanic is neat if it's like warranted or deserved. Like if something were to happen out of the ordinary and you could only have a special showdown that one time in this moment. Otherwise, like things like Manhunter and like they just add to the game. Like you just fight, you just have another fight outside of the timeline. I don't know, I think the game is way too long. Hopefully special showdowns are not a thing moving forward. I don't think they will be. I think Campaigns of Death Campaigns of Death will fix Manhunter and Lion Knight and make them not just special showdowns. I don't know. I just don't like it. I just think the game should just be, should keep the same thing all the time. So, let me just roll now for the 9th card. So many down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9th card. Elder Council. This was a lot here. The elders of the settlement gather to reminisce over their hard-won scars. Count the total number of Hunt XP against all survivors, add the bonuses, and consult the table. So this is a long one. Now I definitely don't want to do a special nemesis. I just don't want to do it because it will make. I just don't like it. Right? I've already set up for everything for the settlement. Then I just have to unset up for it. It's so interruptive. I don't like the mechanic. Especially now with this, it's going to take me a minute. Okay, so this is what it is. So we're going to count up the total hunt experience, which we shouldn't have much. I think I can almost do it in my head. We should have something. I'm just going to take a guess and say we have something like 36. Since, right, this is... No, not 36. 26. Right? This is the 9th, Lantern Year 9. So we should have spent 4 people on possibly 9 hunts. So it should be like 28 or something. But I know we had some deaths. So I'm just going to guess we're somewhere in like the 26 range. So here we go. Let's count it. Lightning has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is right. Like I said, Alis has 1, 2, 3, 4. Ysa has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is it? No, so 9. 4 is 13. 7 is 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 with Tyson. And then, like I said, we've got some mishmash HP or XP here. So 27, Lee, 28, 29, 30. Arwen has 1, so that's 31. So 31. Like I said, we should have been 36, but I know there were deaths. So 31. And we don't have Saga. We might have Scarification. I can't remember what I took because we had to take so many bad. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have record. I don't have Scarification. Oh, I had to take Bloodletting. That's what it was. So I don't have Scarification. So I get no bonuses. All right. Okay. So what is it? Oh, we don't add anything to it. We just have. So it's the 21 through 50. 21 through 50 result. -1 endeavor. One of the elders recalls a story about a bizarre lion met on the hunt. The monster blah, 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 blah. I think I can add Beast of Sorrow, right? Isn't this what this says? Yeah. One of the elders recalls a story about a bizarre lion it met on a dangerous hunt. The monster was mourning, and in its paw held a tattooed human hand. Add the Beast of Sorrow to your quarry list. You will find its rules in legendary monster story event, and you may now hunt the monster. Neat. So we lose 1 endeavor. Right, that's fine. Someone was a tinkerer. Ysa was a tinkerer. So, good. That is that. We did not draw Gorm Climate. We haven't lost all of our resources. Gorm Climate's been very kind to us. So, Beast of Sorrow. Maybe we'll hunt one of those and get some hide. Because as people were mentioning, yes, a lion is a much better source of hide. I just really want the antelope armor set. So... now let's check here. We got one more event before I do this. So let's do Forgotten Fear before I add. I mean, I have to add Elder to it, but okay. Forgotten Fear. This is the Slenderman event. In an instant, you recall the horrors of the past and see a familiar, delicate figure standing unheeded among the survivors. Your screams are choked by gouts of black water spewing from your mouth. Nominated survivor with the blotted out fighting art to remember. Okay, so Tyson has blotted out. Now, Tyson is also about to become a bowmaster. He's 1 away from it, but he's also immortal. So, not the best person to be immortal because he's using a bow. Doesn't really matter. He's never going to be tanking. And again, Immortal just prevents him from using survival. So we're going to nominate him for this. And what else we have? Yes. So now we just roll. So Tyson is the one to roll here. Basically, we'll see what happens. But Tyson doesn't have much of anything. So here we go. A 9. A confusion of memory rattles the survivor. They forget all their fighting arts, including secret ones. Fine. He had none. Tyson just had blotted out, so he forgets blotted out. Alright. The survivor may void this by accepting what they see and reveal the horror. If they do, they gain spiral ganglia disorder. I'm not going to do that. I'll just fight the Slenderman after this as a normal Nemesis encounter. He's on the timeline next year anyway. So, Tyson forgets blotted out, which is perfectly fine. So, Now let's actually do this. Now we're done. We updated it. We're on year 9 now. We have the Nemesis encounter with the Kingsman, or not the Kingsman's of what's on the sheet here, but it's with Slenderman. So we're going to be fighting Slenderman. We did our thing. Let me just add quarries. We can do Beast of Sorrow. That's neat. So, two examples of things this settlement phase. Legendary monsters with the Beast of Sorrow, amazing system, should be used a lot more. The legendary monsters are so cool. Special Nemesis encounters that interrupt the settlement phase after you've already set up the game, and then it just tells you, hey, you know what, do it. I think he forgets that some people don't play this game as their job. I think he designs this around people who sit down every day, play it for like 8 hours or something. Like, oh, you probably would set aside 8 to 10 hour game sessions, of course. So who would care if you would just set everything up and then just, you know, stop what you're doing and then go reset up another 20-minute process. I hate the special Nemesis encounters. Again, I don't think the system itself is bad. Like, the Slenderman ambushing someone, story and narrative is good for it, but I think it could be implemented a lot better. Or if it was more rare. Because I'm going to fight Slenderman now anyway. I just don't have to do it now during the settlement phase. So, with that said, we'll just finish out the settlement phase. So, we have the... I had Spiral Ganglia out just in case I got it, but I didn't. So let me put this back in the disordered deck. Shuffle up. Okay. Now, what we are doing is we are going to innovate first and see what we get. So, spending the skull, beefsteak, and a monster hide. So, beefsteak, antelope, these two are just basic. To innovate, go ahead and innovate here, just with lightning, whatever. Is this an innovation? This is our innovation deck. All right, so we will draw 4 of these. There's actually a lot of things that I wouldn't mind getting just because paint had a lot of good consequences, like Shrine and stuff. Those are all good. Mainly want Song of the Brave, Forbidden Dance. I don't know if I want Scratch Melting. I'll go into that in a second here. So here we go. We're going to get 4 of these. Scarification. Oh my gosh. Partnership. Wow. Okay, it looks like bed. That's bed's fine. Wow, those were really bad. Those were really bad. So scarification. Oops, I just remember I left the dice up there. Whatever. Stupid dice. Okay, scarification, don't really want that. Scarification is good. It's not terrible. You can get luck from it. Just that I don't really want to use it. I need too early on in the campaign to be trying to farm scarifications. Or just trying to farm scars. So, this, I don't really want this. This is the next Gorm innovation. Could get this just by doing Gorm innovation, or fighting Gorms and getting a Gorm brain. Could just get it. So I'm not going to waste one of my things. Partnership, this is another waste. That needs to be reworked. Hopefully it is in Gambler's Chest. I'm not going to be getting partnership at all. And bed. So bed's not super great. But I do get +2 to my rolls because it's a home innovation. Right? Yeah, it's a home innovation here. So I'll get +2 to my rolls. So, and this is also good because it can cure a broken arm, which is what lightning has. And lightning needs to go out all the time. So this one thing, by curing this broken arm, is like giving lightning +1 accuracy, +1 strength, pretty much. And since I'm going to get +2, I'll do it. So I'll take bed. Alright, so taking bed, there's no bed consequences, so this just goes back in the deck, these 3, shuffle these up. We have bed now, which again, great, it's basically +1 accuracy, +1 strength for lightning, so that's good. I think someone else might have something else. I think someone else might have a ruptured muscle. It's got the -1 movement, I think. So we could always cure that too. But for now, we're just going to jump right in and do this bed here. So we'll just innovate with whoever I don't know, Tyson. Oh, he doesn't have blotted out anymore. So, erase blotted out. Doesn't have it. Alright, let's go to bed. So, we just roll our d10 now. We have +2. So, just need a 2. Yeah, because it's 4 plus. So, just need not to roll 1, and we will get broken arm fixed for lightning. That's broken arm fixed for lightning. Perfect. Kind of a waste of an innovation. Whatever. Let me did I put this in the right one? Yes, I did. Oh, it's also survival limit +1. So I'll add that to the thing too. Survival limit +1. Fixed broken arm for lightning, which is great. Since she has to depart all the time, it's a really big boon just for her, which is nice. I mean, it's good. She's always 25% of our hunting party. So broken arm is now fixed for lightning. Let me just double check that it is -1 accuracy. Arm. Broken arm, permanent accuracy, permanent strength. Okay, so yeah, she's going to get +1. She's got 1 accuracy, 3 strength now. So that's good. Good job, shining sneak of the antelope. She's still squeamish, which sucks, so she can't depart with her grease. So I'm going to fix that in her gear grid now. So that's really bad. We still need barber surgeon, which is I would have liked to get pottery before finishing up with the antelope. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to draw a pattern card, which is why I had these out. Someone got 3 Understanding last settlement or something. I forgot to draw it when I did insight with them. I think it was one of the survivors we don't use, which is why I think I forgot to do it. So we'll draw a random pattern card. The shield would be great. This is daggers, which is what I was planning on using. I really wanted to do the tempered dagger stuff. I don't think we can make these. Not that I would really want to anyway. Yeah, not going to make these right now. So, leaves us with 2 innovations left. So, we spent 1 to innovate, spent 1 to do bed. Now we have... the other thing here is we're going to make the weapon crafter because... that's our other road to scrap smelting, because I have so much bone and I just can't stop getting bone. So we're going to make the weapon crafter, which will cost 3 bone and 1 hide. So we're going to spend 2 monster bone and 1 large flat tooth, and the pelt. Not out of choice with that pelt. I would much rather have kept it, but make the weapon crafter. So that makes us get the weapon crafter. So we have that now. Let me fill that in here on the sheet. We have weapon crafter. And where's weapon crafter? Right here. I knew I set it out. So with weapon crafter, you can special innovate. Oh, I have to spend an innovate to make weapon crafter. So you can special innovate to make scrap smelting, which is 2 scrap, 5 bone, and 5 organ. Doesn't cost any hide. It's great. We already have like 4 organ because of all the farming we've done of Gorm. So much bone because of all the antelope farming. So we're almost to that. We can't do it right now. I think I have the bone needed. Let's see. What do I have? Where did I put this? So we have 1, 2. We have 4 large flat tooth. Because I'm just going to write this one down now. So we have 4 large flat tooth, 1 bladder, and a muscly gum, a shank bone, a spiral horn, active thyroid. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bones. We have 3 scrap in the settlement storage anyway. And 1, 2, 3 organs. So yeah, we have enough. We're just 2 organs short as it is right now to even make. We could just outright innovate scrap smelting. Pretty neat, but we'll get it next time. So, with that said, we now have the weapon crafter, which is great. The weapon crafter is great. We're probably gonna make scrap smelting from it. I don't know. I could have made leather, but I would have liked to have a leather shield. But the other thing we need to do is replace the stupid bone sword that broke. And I want to continue to have Yisa go down sword specialization, or sword proficiency. So we need another sword. So with Weapon Crafter, we can just go ahead and make a scrap sword. So it's 2 bone and 1 scrap. Like I said, we have a lot of broken lanterns in the settlement storage anyway. There was 3 of them. So we will spend, 2 scrap? No, 1 scrap and 2 bones. So we'll spend the 1 scrap. That leaves us with 2 broken lanterns left. And 2 bone. We'll just, I don't know, what bones? We'll get rid of a spiral horn and a shank bone. There, spiral horn and a shank bone. And we'll make ourselves a scrap sword to replace the bone sword that broke. Oh, the other thing with the bone sword. I noted I should have been able to wound before it broke. I don't know why I didn't. I got on tilt when I saw that the very first card I drew broke the stupid bone sword. So I should have been able to wound. So let me roll to wound to see if I can actually gain my proficiency. So with Yisa, she has a 4 strength. The bone sword had 2 strength, so that's a 6. Antelope has this toughness of 2, or I need a toughness of 8, so I would need to just roll a 2. So, there. I rolled a 3. So we'll just say that 1 damage that Tyson did was made up for the fact I misplayed on the bone sword. So there, I'll get my 1 proficiency for her sword, and then she would have wounded it, whatever. So that's perfect. That's great. Now we're gonna need 3 more specialization for Yisa, 1 more for Tyson, and we'll have the 2 masters. And finally, we can start something else, a new weapon or something. But one more innovation. Where we have 3. I already wrote these down. We have like 8 acanthus in the storage. So, what do we got now? 1 more thing. We'll try for intimacy. Here we go. Try for intimacy. Where's organ grinder? So we're gonna do augury. Too bad this is not a home endeavor. I wish it was. But it's not. So, with augury, what do we need? 8 plus. 8 plus. Who are we going to do this with? What do we need? We get 1 understanding? Yeah, 1 understanding. So, who would trigger... I guess we'll do it with Alis. She would trigger insight. So, we'll do it with Alis. Yep, gonna trigger this with Alis. Come on. So 6, she just gains 1 courage. No, 1 survival, I mean, which is fine. She only had 1 survival anyway, so she's up to 2 survival, which is, she needed it. So again, I continue to just be crappy at doing intimacy. I need to get a matchmaker really badly. So, I don't think I want to re-roll it. I don't want to re-roll. Could do it with... No, I'm not going to re-roll. Okay, so that's the settlement phase. So we will be fighting the Slenderman next episode instead of this episode. Pretty good settlement phase, I would say. We got a pattern, build a weapon crafter. That's pretty much it. Cured Lightning's broken arm, which is fine. Like I said, it's fine. All those things are just fine. I don't know. We're making slow progress. The settlement itself is actually really good. Settlement's strong. It's just that we don't have very good survivors and our innovations are not good. But we have tons of resources for so early on that we can just special innovate things and waste resources. We got our gear grids pretty good. I mean, yeah, we've already got Gax. We got a Twilight Sword user. We got Riot Mace. We got a bow. I mean, we're good. We can fight Screaming Antelope level 2, and we could definitely probably take a level 1 Sunstalker. So, just need to get over the Screaming Antelope hurdle and get by the Slenderman and then fight the hand. Hopefully we'll be fighting Sunstalkers soon. I hope. Go back to Gorm, fight level 2 Gorms, try to get the Black Sword. We're making we just need to get over this whatever we're on, like this bad luck, bad hill. We just need to get over. Once we get over the top of this hill, we're smooth sailing. We're good. We've got it all laid out. We're Sunstalkering and Gorming up as soon as we get past one more Antelope and finish up these Nemesis. So, thank you so much for watching. It's new stuff's coming. It's just a slow burn. So, thank you so much. It's so very humbling. I'm so glad that so many people are enjoying it. I'm glad everyone likes to spend time and write all the comments in the comment section. It's so fun. And thank you. I'll see you when we fight Slenderman, new Nemesis.